It really feels.
But it's sunny and warm out.
I know. Why aren't we doing this outside?
Yeah, exactly.
Remember when we used to have class outside? Did your school do that? Like, we're going to have
We
class
did, and
outside
in
today.
fact, our elementary school has an outdoor classroom, and they do classes there all the time. Pre-COVID.
Pre-COVID. It's probably post-COVID too. That's a great little feature to have. Well,
Yeah.
hi everybody. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining in. I'm Nat from Twiniversity. That is our good friend David from that fancy company, Baby Brezza. We're going to talk about the new Baby Brezza Formula Pro Advanced with Wi-Fi. Ooh la la. And we're going to go through all of the features. We have brought in the big guns, as you could see. Mr. Big Guns himself is there. And instead of like me getting one and demoing it for you, I really think you guys need to see this. And I also want to see it because, to be honest, I haven't seen it yet, David. I haven't seen the Wi-Fi version. So
Awesome.
yeah, so this is a first for me too. So I'm excited to go through this with you guys. For all of you that are joining, know that I put a link in our little description box because we do want you to enter to win one as well. It's only open for a few more days. You got plenty of time, so don't get stressed. But let's kind of give a run through. So David, tell us about what the Formula Pro Advance is and why you guys even invented this.
Yeah, no, first of all, thank you for having me. We love Twiniversity, and we like to, our whole mission as a brand is to save you time feeding your baby. And nobody needs more time savings than somebody who's had twins or triplets or more. And we think of you as sort of like the person and the parents who could best benefit from what we do. And the Formula Pro is such a great example because it automates the entire bottle prep process.
Mm-hmm.
That's really where the idea came from. You know, our CEO has 4 boys, and after making bottles for 4 of them, he's like, there's got to be a better way. He's like, you know what? Isn't there a way that we could automatically add the formula, automatically add the water, automatically warm it, mix it, dispense it at the push of a button? Because we had already done that with food prep, with making baby food. And voila, you know, our team developed the Formula Pro 7 years ago. And we decided to add Wi-Fi capability because we really thought about that middle of the night. And I have 3 kids, and it sucks when you get woken up in the middle of the night. And if you have 2, it's probably worse. I froze. I don't know if...
No, you're good on my end. And if David freezes a little bit, that's okay. Despite the fact that it's a warm day outside, he could still freeze. You're good, buddy.
Okay, all right. So it's doubly worse at night. So like, how cool would it be if you could literally reach over, you hear your monitor buzz off, push a button on your phone, and I'm going to show you in a second, and then it makes the bottle for you. So that's why we developed the Wi-Fi, but we added a few other wrinkles to it. But finally, we really wanted to transform bottle feeding at night, and transforms it during the day too. So literally in the app, which is free, you have the ability to tell, you know, the machine how many ounces you want to make, the setting, the temperature you want, and you can pre-set up 5 different bottles and make them by pushing that big green start button. So I've already set up a 3-ounce bottle at our body temperature, which is our middle temperature setting. So I'm going to hit the start button, and if you can look here, once I hit the start button, about a second later, it'll start coming out. All right, so here we go.
Okay, we're ready. That's crazy.
It actually tells you it's making the bottle, if you guys can see that.
Okay.
It tells you when the bottle's done. You see the big green box, and then that alert goes away. And here we go. Here's our bottle.
So hold on. So the water is constantly being heated, or does the water start getting heated when I say go?
No, we have the water stays warm.
Okay.
And you inside the machine, so that way we can deliver you warm water on demand.
Wow. Okay, so it's always warm, always ready to go for body temperature. What if I need it hotter? Does it take an extra amount of time?
Yeah. So if I let's say I wanted to edit this bottle, and I said, you know what, my baby really likes warmer than body temperature. You just edit the bottle, that button, and then you click on the temperature icon.
Okay.
And it gives you the opportunity to scroll room temperature, body temperature, or warmer than body temperature. And once you select what you want, you hit OK. Whoops. Hold on. There we go. And
Okay.
now it changed to warmer than body temperature. Now the machine will take a few minutes to warm up to warmer than body temperature. You
Okay.
can take a bottle, but it'll come out at a temperature, whatever the temperature in the tank is. And then it's just as easy to change the ounces. So if I want to change the ounces, I can click on the 3. Sorry, I'm doing this upside down.
Okay.
And then you can scroll up and down. Let's say I want to make 5 ounces. You press 5, you hit OK.
Okay.
And now I have a 5-ounce bottle, warmer than body temperature, and then I can just hit save on the bottom. And now the app has saved that. So the next time I want to make a bottle, it's going to make 5 ounces at warmer than body temperature.
Okay, so because we just saw how quick that was to do based on the body temperature, there should be no problem. I could basically hit this button while I'm still in bed, have one bottle ready to go, and then be able to just make another one quickly right there.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, the only thing to remember is the machine only holds 1 bottle at a time. So
I know.
First bottle you make from your bed, and here's what we say. We say your baby wakes up, you reach over, you grab your phone, you hit the start button, and by the time you get to the kitchen, that first bottle is done.
Wow.
You take that first bottle off, you put another one on, and then either you push the buttons on the machine or you press the start button again in the app, and voila, that second bottle is made within seconds. It would be great if we had an auto feeding system.
Or like a cappuccino machine.
Yeah, but we don't have that.
That's
and that would be really complicated. So this is as good as it gets right now. But it's really, it's meant to make bottle feeding so easy and convenient, and nobody needs that more than somebody who's got 2 mouths to feed. The other thing, just to point out in the app, you can set up, like I said, and save 5 bottles. You see on the bottom, it says add a bottle.
Yeah.
You can easily set up and save 2 more bottles. So then you have 5 set up in the app.
Wow.
So you can invite a family member. So, you can invite your partner, your husband, your caregiver, your nanny, your baby nurse, whomever. They can use the same machine through the app. So everybody can make bottles. It alerts you when the bottle's done, when you're running low on formula, when the mixing funnel needs to be cleaned, when you're low on water. So hopefully you'll never get to the machine and it can't be used because it's alerting you in the app when things need to be done. And you can also make a water-only bottle. So if you see that little circle over here, and if you push that, it will just make that number of ounces at the temperature you've set.
Okay.
And without formula, obviously. So, the Formula Pro has been a godsend. And I mean, consumers tell us all the time it's a lifesaver. We've already heard that the Wi-Fi kind of takes it to the next level. And we're very excited by that. And then this product is really brand new. It just launched when did we launch it? God, early, every day runs together because of COVID. We launched it, I think, in January. And January. And it's doing really well, and the feedback's been fantastic. And we're looking at ways to upgrade it, and add more features into the app. But this is what we've got today, and so far it's really making a difference in people's lives. You may also notice that it's a different color. Yeah, it's black, and we think it will fit nicely into your kitchen.
I agree. Okay, I have questions for you. First things first. And by the way, for those of you that are watching, David does not know my questions, and he should be worried. No, never. When you have the settings at the bottom, it just got blurry. When you have the settings at the bottom and it says morning and night, could you customize that, or does it have to say the word morning? Could I make it?
No, you can set it. You can say whatever you want. So you hit add bottle.
Okay.
You see how it says bottle name?
Okay, so anything I want.
I can click in that, and then you get a full keyboard. You can put in your kids' names. You can put in, day, night, morning, afternoon, warm, cold, whatever you want to call it. You can do it.
So it has 4 settings. So 4 bottle save settings. that I could do. Okay, beautiful. Now, next thing is how many bottles could I make before I have to clean out the funnel?
So in order to ensure that the product mixes and dispenses accurately, and I'll explain that in a second, the machine will prompt you to clean the funnel after every fourth bottle.
Okay.
Which I understand is a lot, but we do it for a reason. So the way this machine works is the formula is on the top in this airtight canister. So you dump an entire package or can in.
Mm-hmm.
And the water's in the back. There's a water tank in the back that's easily accessible. And then it mixes in the funnel.
Okay.
If you don't clean the funnel after every 4 bottles, what can happen is formula can cake up a little bit, and it starts to compress the hole where the formula drops from the canister into the funnel. So you have to clean it. Now, the easiest way to clean it and never never face the situation where you can't make a bottle is a spare funnel. We sell them on Amazon. We sell them on our website. And that way, so if the machine says, oh, I got to change the funnel, it's dirty, put the clean one in, and then just wash the other one at your leisure. You can put it in the dishwasher too.
Okay.
So that's what makes cleaning really easy. I also should mention that the machine is really universal. You can use any bottle brand type size. The drip tray, which holds the bottle in place, easily moves. I don't know if you can see this, but there's slots. It slides into different slots to accommodate different size bottles. And also the machine works with virtually every brand of formula, even the hypoallergenic ones, like Alimentum. We have a specific setting for every formula brand and type. So if you have a Formula Pro, you just go to our website, babybrezza.com. It's actually /FPA, Formula Pro Advanced. And you look up with a drop-down menu where you bought the formula, what country, the brand, the type, and it'll tell you the setting. And the reason why is this machine is calibrated to deliver the exact formula to water ratio that's on the formula manufacturer's label. So every setting is designed to actually dispense a different amount of formula. So we calibrate it to the specific formula brand and type you're using. That's super important to us. We want to make sure your baby is fed properly and accurately and match that formula label. And we actually believe that this machine is more accurate than doing it by hand. And the reason why is you're getting the exact same amount by weight formula label calls for than when you do it by a scoop at home, which is by volume. Yeah. You remember when you scoop formula, you are never getting the same amount in that scoop. Sometimes the pile's a little higher, sometimes some spills, sometimes you miss the bottle in the middle of the night because you're tired and you don't want to put the lights on. My point is the Formula Pro will do it the same amount every time. Okay. It's more consistent and we would argue much more accurate. But you have to follow the setup and use instructions properly or the machine won't work well. So that's really important, and that's one of the reasons why we make you clean that mixing funnel after every 4th bottle.
Oh, that makes so much sense. Now, before when you were showing us the app and you were able to pick the morning bottle or night bottle, does it save any information from the previous bottle that you made? So let's say my mom is watching the kids, I go take a nap, but then when I get up, could I go into my app and see what time the last bottle was made and how big it was?
Not yet. Not yet. Sorry. We're working on a feeding tracker that will keep track of the bottle making history, etc. But we don't have that yet. So, but it does save, so any bottle that you set up and save is always stored in here. So, for example, if I have a morning bottle that's warm, let's say warmer than body temperature, and my afternoon bottle is room temperature, set each of those up as separate bottles, and then you can just press the buttons and switch the settings. You have to change the settings, by bottle. You can just hit the buttons. And I should have mentioned also, when you are looking up your formula brand and type, I know I mentioned the website, but if you're using the Wi-Fi product with the app, you can just, when you're setting up a bottle, it will prompt you, and you can find the setting in the app. You can
Okay.
either scan the formula UPC, and then it'll automatically pull up the setting for you.
Okay.
Or you can use the drop-down menus in the app. So you never have to go to the website, and all of these setup and use instructions are in the app. So actually, this is interesting. Look at what it's saying. Do you see that? It says bottle missing.
Ooh.
Is there a bottle there?
No, home slice. And that's what I was going to say. What if I push the button and I'm asleep, but my husband did not do his job by putting the bottle there before he went to bed? So it will not work?
It won't. No. So there's
How does it know? Is it weight or is there
no, it's a sensor.
Okay.
There's a sensor. So there's no start button. You can't make a bottle because the bottle's missing. So now if I put the bottle back, it takes a second or two for the basically the sensor has to send a message up to the cloud.
Okay.
Down to my house, and my Wi-Fi is not amazing up here in the attic. So where I work when I'm at home. So
where your wife keeps you in the attic.
It will eventually register that there's a bottle here, and it'll give me the start button. So
fantastic. How big is the reservoir?
It holds 50 ounces of water.
Very good. When do we get the option to put little coffee pods?
See, now it's back to start.
Oh, okay.
Because the bottle's there.
I really like that.
That's like a companion Keurig and baby Keurig.
Come on, David.
That would be amazing, but probably not happen. Unfortunately, we're focused on the baby market. So,
all right. Well, I could technically put instant coffee and then tell it to just give me hot water.
No. That's true, except that most people like their coffee boiling.
Yeah.
And in order to protect your baby,
drinking mine cold.
We don't boil the water.
Thank God you don't boil the water. Now, do I have to use special water, or is the water filtered? Do I have to go get distilled? What's the water situation?
So you can use any kind of water you want, but we recommend distilled water.
Okay.
And the reason why is distilled water is completely free of all impurities, chemicals, viruses, bacteria, chlorine, lead, etc., and minerals. So, some people use tap water, some people use filtered tap water, some people use bottled or spring water. But we recommend the distilled water for two reasons. One is it's the purest form of water for your baby. So that way nothing bad, quote unquote, is going into your baby's body. Most people don't realize. In fact, we just launched a blog on our website explaining this yesterday. And in that, we can send you the link to that. We just want people to understand that when you use, let's say, tap water, although it meets EPA, maximum standards, there are still chemicals and other bad stuff in your tap water. They're not at necessarily harmful levels, but for your baby whose immune system is just developing, it may exacerbate something. So that's why, people will switch to bottle or spring water. Well, bottle or spring water still can have contaminants depending on the source of their water and the filtration it goes through. It probably still has the minerals, and some people don't want the minerals because what happens is it causes mineral scale inside the machine, which can upset the heating element. So mineral scale, it's when those minerals, the water evaporates, it leaves the minerals behind. They keep on the heating plate. You can look at your shower, and if you see like little green, like grime, that's mineral scale. It's the minerals in your water, particularly if you have hard water in your house. So if you're using, tap water or bottled water and or you have hard water, there's a monthly descaling process that we recommend to clear out the machine and get rid of all that mineral scale, because we don't want the heater to be sort of, undermined as a result. Coincidentally, we just launched a Baby Brezza distilled water 2 days ago. So we actually have launched the purest, highest quality distilled water that's available. It's the same water they use in hospitals.
Hold on, so I can buy water from you guys?
You can buy water now from babybrezza.com. We sell it in a 3 individual gallons in a case.
Okay.
$19.99. It's free thing, and we're doing it, one, because we know it's the best water for our appliances and for your baby, and two, it's convenient. We will to your house, and eventually we'll offer it on subscription so it can come regularly without you having to do anything. But right now we haven't launched that yet. So we literally, I'm not kidding you, launched it 2 days ago,
I
and
didn't know.
so far so good.
All right, that's exciting, and it could be set up as a subscription so that I could get 3 gallons every few weeks.
Eventually, not
Wow.
today, but soon, hopefully in the next month or two.
Okay, fantastic. That's really exciting, David. You guys are doing everything.
We're trying. Listen, we know how hard it is to raise, well, to have a baby, particularly 2 or 3, and to raise them. I have 3, although they are spaced out 3 to 4 years apart. And although twins runs in our family, and I told my wife when we were trying for our third, because her dad is a twin, and they say twins skip generations, I believe. And I said, please make this third not be 3 and 4, because I will
Thanks,
lose.
David.
At the time I had hair, and I said I'll lose all my hair, but I still lost all my hair even though we had only 3. But it's wonderful. But we really want to make your life easier. We know how hard it is. So our products, whether it's this Formula Pro, our fertilizers that also dry, our food maker that steams and blends automatically, our instant warmer, where you can get, if you just want warm water access 24/7, and you want to kind of mix the bottle yourself. Everything we do is designed to make it easier for you, so that way you can take care of everything else on your plate.
Yeah.
Which is a lot, and it's probably more in COVID than not. So that's what our brand's all about, and that's why we launched the distilled water, because it's more convenient.
It's fantastic. So how is it selling in comparison to the Formula Pro old school?
Oh, the Wi-Fi?
Are more people buying that now?
Actually, it's doing quite well. We didn't think this would outsell the base Formula Pro Advanced. It's meeting our expectations. I'd say, it's doing quite well, and it's launching at Bye Bye Baby in a matter of weeks. It's only been available on our website since, like I said, early January, and we're really pleased with it. We've gotten a lot of positive feedback. We've done a lot of user surveys because we want to make sure it's working well, and people are very satisfied. And actually, what's interesting, I'll share this, is we thought that most of the bottles would be made with the app, just because when are you not with your phone? However, we're finding that it's much more 50-50, that half the bottles are made in the app and half are made on the buttons. And you can still do everything on the buttons. And the reason that people are telling this is they're like, you know what, if I'm in the kitchen already, why am I going to use the app? I can just use the start button. But I love it when I'm not in the kitchen and I hear the baby start to cry. I can just push the button, and then again, by the time I get to the kitchen, the bottle's ready. Nighttime. We even had a woman who emailed us who said her older son called when she was in the car driving home and complained the baby was crying, what to do. She said, hold on a second. She pulled over, made a bottle, from the app, and then said, go feed the baby. I made the bottle for you. And so they were able to tackle the baby crying even though the mom was not at home. So, I thought that was pretty cool.
I love that. It could be, I love that I could go on a date night when the universe opens up again, and I could make a bottle to remind my in-laws that it's time to feed the babies. That's really fantastic. That's really, really great. I love it. Now, when I make a bottle, does it send an alert to the other people using the app that the bottle's been made?
Yes, I think it does. Honestly, I'm not 100% sure, but I think it does.
Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm really excited about this.
Only if the app is open. If the app's not open, it won't send you a push notification. Only if the app's open.
I want a push notification. I want to be like, look, I'm feeding this baby again. That's it. Pity me. Feel bad.
I don't know if there are any questions in the chat here.
We had some. Julie's been answering them. Julie's on with us too.
Great.
Putting in the links and stuff. So yeah, she added the global settings finder. So she got you covered, David. She's good.
Got it. So I do see a question. Do we sell any quad carriers? I don't know what a quad carrier is, but we
do not
carriers. So that means we don't sell a quad carrier. But what is a quad carrier?
A quad carrier, I'm assuming, would be similar to a double twins carrier. So I don't think there actually are any quad carriers, to be honest.
Does that mean you're carrying 4 babies?
Yeah. I think that's what we're going for there, but I don't actually believe that they make those. That would be too much of an
Wait.
imbalance. I don't know if that would be safe to carry forward
Yeah.
time, unless they're in you, of course. So if they're
Right.
still in utero, carry them all you want. Once they
Yeah.
get out into the real world, I worry a little bit. David, you're the best. We're going to keep this up, and we're going to have anybody, if you have any questions, you could send us a direct message. So this will be up for weeks and weeks. So
Wow. Well, can we honor Klin? She is having 4.
she is having quads. I
Wow.
wasn't.
Well, first of all, congratulations and good luck. And I know we talked a lot about twins here, but I do think the Formula Pro, if you're going to be formula feeding, would be invaluable for you. So, so please consider it. Maybe add it to your registry.
There are no carriers for 3 that I know of either. Carriers for 2. So you could pretend to have twins twice in one round. That's how that goes. David, question for the because of the funnel and the replacement funnel, and she would need to literally replace it every single time she made a round of bottles. What is the price of the funnel, and what is the price of the new Wi-Fi?
Sure, no, great questions. The Wi-Fi machine is $279.99, so it is a little bit higher than the Formula Pro Advanced, which is $199.99. The price of the replacement funnel is $12.99. You can buy it on our website, or you can buy it on Amazon, and we strongly recommend it to make it easier. Many people have asked, why can't we change it to every 6 bottles or every 8 bottles? And hopefully you understand that that would undermine the accuracy.
Yeah.
So we're not willing to do that. So we started to sell the spare funnel because we know it'll make it a lot easier. And we just want people to understand why we make you, clean the funnel every 4 bottles, because that's going to affect the accuracy if you don't.
David, Loris asked, can you use toddler formula?
Yes. If you go to the formula settings on our website or in the app, a number of toddler formulas are compatible. In fact, I think all of them are. So yes.
Fantastic. Is there anything that you personally, right, as somebody who's heavily invested in this emotionally, is there any feature that you're like, Nat, I think what I would really like is the next version to have what? What are the things that you would like it to have moving forward?
The Formula Pro?
Yeah.
Well, so one thing we've talked about is would moms want the ability for the machine to auto order formula for you? So let's say, you've made a bunch of bottles and the machine knows that you're starting to run out of formula in the machine. Want that to send automatically a message to our website or Amazon or Walmart.com, wherever you get, or Bye Bye Baby, it doesn't really matter, and have a canister or whatever you've set automatically sent to you. So that's what we're thinking about. We've actually done a survey with some of our users already of the Wi-Fi, and some people are interested and some people aren't. Part of I think the reason why is that people have multiple canisters of formula in their house. So when the machine knows you're running low, you're not really running low. It just means you need to refill the canister. So, that sort of undermines a little bit of the utility of it. Plus, if you're running low today, we're not going to be able to get you that formula until earliest tomorrow.
True.
Right? So that's something we're thinking about. Sort of theoretically, it sounds amazing. Practically, I'm not so sure. So I'm not sure we'll ever do that, but that's something we're talking about. Again, our goal is to make your life easier. So, whatever we can do to accomplish that mission, we're prepared to do. And I think our products really do deliver on it. And we have other products coming, which Nat will hear about in due time, and you will as well, to further achieve that goal. So I can tell you we are 100% committed to it, and I hope you would agree that we deliver on it today.
I wholeheartedly, personally know that for all of my formula moms and dads out there, this is the number one thing that when speaking to each other, whether it's on our Facebook group, whether on our supporters page, or at our kind of monthly meetings, it's the one thing that they really insist on. So initially when it came out, I personally was like, are people going to use it? It's a lot of real estate on the counter. How are they going to use this? And then once I got one, which I don't even remember when that was, and I started playing with it in the house, I was like, this is the best. I can't understand, for the amount of money that we spend when we have our babies, this is one of those things that really take the guesswork out of it. And I love a ready-made bottle because you could buy like a formula pitcher. So I can make a whole bunch of formula ahead of time, but then it settles, which is a problem. So you have to remember to mix it. And then when you mix it, then I have to warm it. So the process of making a bottle was really long before you guys came onto the scene. And now, as you guys saw at the very beginning of this video, it's a matter of seconds. It's crazy.
Yeah, no, it is amazing. My youngest is 9. This product came out 7 years ago, so we missed it. And I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
My wife's like, we could have another. And I was like, no.
David, I think you should. I think it should be 2, just because of what you said before. And your hair is already gone, so what are you worried about? You save all that money on shampoo. Put it towards the baby B's college. That's that. Oh, gosh. I can't thank you enough, and genuinely, I really miss you. And for those of you that don't know, I really love David so much. He's such a great guy, personally, professionally, and we haven't seen each other in a really long time because of, hashtag pandemic. So it's nice that we are able to kind of get together, even if it's like that.
Well, thank you guys for having me. And let me just answer Clint's last question. You cannot use the Formula Pro for breast milk. It's only for formula. You make a bottle warmer that is the only bottle warmer that safely heats up breast milk through a warm water bath, and also uses steam to heat up formula. Be aware, if you are going to mix breastfeeding and bottle feeding or formula feeding, which many moms do, and we think that's perfectly fine. Just most bottle warmers only use steam heat to warm up the breast milk, and that is too hot for breast milk. It will ruin the proteins.
Yeah.
So we make the only bottle warmers called the Baby Brezza Safe and Smart Bottle Warmer with 2 distinct heat settings. Another bottle warmer that is exclusively for breast milk, made by, I don't even know how to pronounce it, Kind, the K-I-I-N-D-E.
It's Kind. I'll never understand. I always called it Kindy, and me and Jewel were funny, interesting. I was just thinking about them this morning.
It's Swedish or Norwegian, which might be why it has 2 eyes.
Yes.
So they make a very nice bottle warmer. It only uses warm water. So if you're thinking of heating and mixing, people use steam because it's a quicker way to warm, and it's appropriate for formula. But if you're going to be heating up breast milk, like you've pulled it out of the freezer, or the refrigerator, you should not use a bottle warmer that uses steam. You need one that uses warm water. We make the only one that does both. I guess Kind makes one that only does the warm water. So just be aware of that.
Yeah, they're definitely more lactation people than even considering formula. I don't know. They we're who code violators, you and I. So I don't know if they are. They might not be.
We believe fed is best, and that's why we support Mom's Choice. It's up to you to decide how you're going to feed your baby. And we definitely don't think it's appropriate that you be shamed into doing it.
Not here. David, you know that's not how we roll at Twiniversity, so don't worry about that.
We get this on our Facebook page, and we always respond, our Instagram, fed is best. It's up to the mom to decide. We're here to support you and make products that make it easier.
And you do. So thank you very, very much, David. Thank the rest of the team at Brezza for making such another cool, great product. As always, I'm honored that you decided to play with us, and I love that we keep playing together year after year.
Thank you so much. Have a great day, and good luck. We're going to give one of these away.
Yay! All right, guys, if you want to enter, the link is in the description of the video. If you have any questions, like I said, you could send us a direct message on any social platform that you're watching this, or you could email us at community@twiniversity.com. If you want to have words of encouragement to David and his wife on their future twins, please make sure you send that to us too, because now, be careful what you say. That's all I'm going to say. And until next time, guys, we'll see you later, alligators. David, you stay put. Say bye to everybody.
Bye.